Hi, thanks for joining me for the 10-day detox program using Thorne Mediclear products. I'm Dr. Nancy Linz, Naturopathic Physician, and we'll be doing a 10-day supervised program. Get ready for the change of seasons. This is not going to be a fast. You're going to be eating whole, nutritious foods. You will not be hungry. You will not be starving yourself. This is simply a way to support your digestive system by removing toxins and also by eliminating foods that are difficult to digest. So I'll be going over all the foods with you today, as well as the supplements, how to use them, and some ideas for meals and shakes. During the entire program, I'll be going into more detail on cleansing and detoxification. So when most of us think of what's the organ of elimination in the body, we're going to think colon, right? That's generally what people think. The colon eliminates toxins out of the body. And then, of course, if you say, well, what's the organ for detoxification? Then most people would say your liver. Your liver is clearly the organ that detoxifies your blood, as do your kidneys. But most people never think of their lungs, which remove CO2 from the body, and then your largest organ of elimination, which is actually your skin. So your skin sloughs off toxins, and guess what? Your skin also absorbs nutrients and toxins. So it's really important to think about what you're putting not only in your body, but on your body. So we'll be talking about all of those ideas and more as we go through. I'm going to be combining my love of naturopathy and Ayurvedic medicine to give you a really supported, guided journey into 10 days of detoxification, gently learning about the detoxing program process, which you can then use for yourself going forward. All of the products we'll be using today can be found on my website, us.fullscript.com/welcome/N like Nancy, Linz, L-I-N-S. You can go there and create an account and then choose the template for 10-day detox, and the products will all come up for you there. We're going to be starting each morning with our prebiotic, and prebiotic is what creates the soil for the probiotic to grow in. So we always hear about the microbiome of the gut and how important it is to have probiotics mostly, but prebiotics are more important, I think, because they basically are where the probiotic is going to grow. Nothing can grow in bad terrain, right? So we want to make the terrain as healthy and strong and capable of growing the good probiotics in it. The other product we'll be using is the Thorne Mediclear. This is original, but there is also a chocolate and vanilla flavor. So make sure to choose the one that you wish to have. You'll be adding to that 2 scoops of the N.M.D. So you'll have basically 4 scoops of product in your smoothie. We'll be talking about different smoothies in a minute. And then you'll use your Flora 20B. And the Flora Sport 20B is the really good probiotic that we want to grow in the body. Okay, so we'll be helping to heal the gut, support the gut, and make it stronger. Some of the shake recipes I've given them to you in a handout, and you can kind of mix and match things. There's quite a bit like for me, I wouldn't really want to eat probably all the coconut milk, but I like coconut water and also almond milk. But please feel free to change it around. And also, it's really important to know that when you use greens like kale or spinach, it'll make your smoothie much nicer. It'll make the consistency of your shake much creamier and smoother. And usually we use bananas for this reason, and bananas are allowed on this detox, so feel free to use bananas. And I wanted to go over the foods in particular that we'll be using. So you're going to be eating citrus, but not grapefruit. Grapefruit can interfere with detoxification. And so we want to stay away from grapefruit during this process. Not that grapefruit is bad, it's just that it's not good with the supplements and with this process that we'll be doing. Pineapple, apples, apricot, avocado, banana, berries, cherries, grapes, kiwi, mango, melon, nectarine, papaya, pear, peach, plums, all fresh, unsweetened. And I prefer frozen or fresh, okay? Not canned or dried. The next thing, don't use any juice, all right? The next thing for our smoothies is the beverages. So of course, distilled or filtered waters, decaffeinated green tea, herbal teas, and mineral water. So I don't wish for you to use fruit juices. I prefer that you use a whole fruit and avoid sodas and soft drinks, anything sugar-free, anything alcoholic, anything with coffee, anything caffeinated. We're preferring to stay away from those things during the 10-day detox to help our body. We want to use substitutes for milk and dairy products. So we want to stay away from milk, cheese, cottage cheese, cream, butter, yogurt, ice cream, and of course any non-dairy creamers, soy milk, and eggs. We will be instead sticking to non-dairy, such as rice milk, oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk. These would all be much better for you in your smoothie as well. Much easier to digest. If you have a known allergen, like if you know that you're allergic to soy or almonds, or that certain foods, citrus fruits do not sit well with you, please avoid those. So you need to integrate things you already know about your body with the protocol so that you can get the best results. All right, so every morning you'll have your prebiotic first in water, let it dissolve, and then just drink that. And then you'll make your probiotic drinks with your Mediclear and the N.M.D, Fiber Mend, and then you'll take your 2 Fluorosport. And you'll be doing that every day, twice a day for 14 days. Oh, you can take 1 Fluorosport if you want. Now, moving on to what you are allowed to eat. So lots of vegetables. You'll be eating basically any vegetables you want except corn and tomatoes. So it's very open. I would also stay away from potatoes, peppers. Those would be the 2 other things I would stay away from, okay? You can eat all legumes, meaning all your nuts, all your beans, except we do not eat soybeans on this diet. So we're not using any soy milk, soybeans, tofu, tempeh, anything with soy. You can eat nuts and seeds except for peanuts. And again, you're going to want to be aware if you have sensitivity to nuts that you avoid those as well. So we're avoiding any peanuts, peanut butter, peanut oil. That's really important. We're using refined virgin oils like olive oil, flaxseed oil, avocado. I like avocado oil, sesame, walnut, hazelnut. Walnut's amazing. It's hard to find. And pumpkin seed. So we're going to avoid anything hydrogenated, anything artificial, margarines, shortenings, anything like that. But we are going to also avoid dairy, so we won't be using any butter during the 10 days or any cream. You'll just want to use your almond milk for your cream if you need to use a cream in your tea. So the good meats for you to focus on: buffalo, salmon, halibut, sole, mahi-mahi, turkey, chicken, lamb, other wild game like venison. Those are the best things to focus on. Stay away from shellfish, tuna, swordfish, beef, pork, and anything processed, like lunch meat, hot dogs, sausages, canned meat. Don't eat anything processed. Just eat good whole food that is organic or wild raised. And also, please keep your spices to a minimum as well. Salt, pepper, and any spices that are just singular, like rosemary or thyme or garlic powder. Don't use any of those combinations. Don't use anything like barbecue sauce or soy sauce, ketchup. Don't use any of those prepared things. Just use fresh or dried herbs that are individual and separate. So you know the quality of them, you know what's in them. We'll also be avoiding, as I mentioned, eggs. And as far as sweeteners, you can have some brown rice syrup, and maple syrup and honey. I would stick with those three, okay? So each day you want to go ahead and make your meal plan. And so you can see that your meal plan will probably be, having your smoothie in the morning, which will probably have some fruit in it. And then you'll be having a nice meal in the afternoon. I recommend having salad with some grilled protein, lots of different vegetables, and then the same thing for dinner. And then you also have another smoothie, which you could have either between lunch and dinner or after dinner, depending on how late you stay up and how hungry you're feeling. So you may have some signs of detoxification, headache or diarrhea or anything like that. Please feel free to email me if you're having any of these problems. And my email is drlinz@drlinz.com. All right. Now, that pretty much covers your daily shake, your daily food, and your daily supplements that you'll be taking. I'm going to briefly introduce the ideas behind Ayurvedic detoxification. And so you've gotten your skin brush. I'm going to be teaching you in depth how to do your skin brushing to move the lymphatic system. So people often are aware that they have a blood system, they have circulation of their blood, but we also have circulation of our cerebral spinal fluid. So you have another circulation there. And then we have a circulation throughout our body of our lymphatic system. And the lymphatics are very superficial. They help to remove toxins through the body. So walking is an excellent way to move toxins through the body because there's a lot of lymph here. So if you're moving your arms, there's a lot of lymph in your groin. So if you're moving your legs when you're walking, you're going to be moving and circulating the lymphatic system as well. But the dry brushing, I'll go into more detail. Just know that you're going to go very gently, long like this on the long bones, and then around the joint, long on the long bone, around the joint. You're moving towards the heart, up the legs, and the arms towards the heart. You can reach your back. You can't really brush towards your heart, so just brush any direction on your back that's comfortable. And then you can follow that with a warm Epsom salt bath, which I think is great. Get all that dead skin off after you've sloughed it. Just make sure that you always keep your brush dry and that you always keep your salts wrapped up so they don't get clumped up together. After that, you can do an abhyanga. So you've been given an oil to give yourself an oil massage each morning. This is a wonderful way to start your day, before or after during your smoothie. I would probably do the prebiotic at least first and then have my smoothie after my abhyanga massage. All right, so that should be enough to get you started for now. And in the morning, you can use your tongue scraper very gently, scrape your tongue from the back to the front. And we'll be having a whole class about tongue diagnosis and your health showing in your tongue, which I think is really interesting and fun. So that's it for now. I think that should be enough to get you started. But again, if you have any questions, please email me, drlinz@drlinz.com. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the start of your detox, and I'll see you for the next meeting, probably later this week.